viewers, welcome to another exciting episode of today's show on Nebo TV. My name is Agbaje Onome. Like I would always say, thank you to all Nebo TV subscribers and supporters. And for those who haven't subscribed to this great channel, please don't forget to click on the subscription button and the notification bell to get updates from Nebo TV. Alright, today in Nebo TV, we're going to be talking about a very critical and important issue that is affecting African countries as a whole. And if this issue is not well checked, it will cause devastating result. The issue of child marriages. We all know that child marriage simply means giving out children under the age of 18 into formal union, that is formal marriage. Over 50% of African countries indulge in this act, and it has not just caused psychological effects in the lives of these children, but it has also destroyed so many bright futures. Well, let's go deep into this briefly. Child marriage is a human rights violation taking place on a vast scale in West and Central Africa, which disproportionately affects girls. Girls who marry young often drop out of school and face physical risk, especially during pregnancy. Due to the social, health, and economic impacts of child marriage, the practice is a major obstacle to sustainable development. 6 of the world's 10 countries with the highest rates of child marriage are in West and Central Africa. Average prevalence across region remains high. About 41% of girls marry before reaching the age of 18. Rapid growth of the child population in African countries makes it increasingly urgent that countries accelerate their efforts to address child marriage. Ending child marriage is essential to give millions of adolescent girls the opportunity to realize their full potentials while improving maternal and child health. Child marriages were common throughout history. Today, child marriage is fairly widespread, particularly in developing countries such as parts of Africa, South Asia, Southeast Asia, West Asia, Latin America, and Oceania. However, in developed countries such as the United States, legal exceptions mean that 17 US states have no minimum age requirement. The incidence of child marriage have been falling in most parts of the world. 2018 data from UNICEF show that about 21% of young women worldwide, aged 20 to 24, were married as children. This is a 25% decrease from 10 years previously. The countries with the highest observed rate of child marriages below the age of 18 were Niger, Chad, Mali, Bangladesh, Guinea, and Central African Republic, with a rate above 60%. Niger, Chad, Bangladesh, Mali, and Ethiopia were the countries with child marriages rate greater than 20% below the age of 15. According to 2003 to 2009 surveys, each year, globally, 12 million girls are married under the age of 18. As at 2015, an organization named Girls Not Bride came out to clamor for the end to child marriage in African countries. And they also speculated the untold effect in years to come if this act continues. The report has more details. Girls Not Brides is a civil society partnership of more than 400 member organizations that are based in over 60 countries. They work to end child marriage around the world by working at grassroots, national and global levels. The brief presents an overview of child marriage in Africa. Child marriage is a harmful tradition practice that challenges every African country. High rates of child marriage combined with a rapid growing population could have a devastating human and development consequences. If action is not taken now, the number of girls married as children will double by 2050. A number of recommendations are given to African governments, the African Union, and other regional bodies to address child marriage in a comprehensive and integrated way. Aside the health disadvantage to those child marriages, data analysis have proven that it has also affected the society economically.
As of 2018, New World Report says Africa loses billions of dollars as a result of these child marriages. Stay tuned.
Child marriage will cost African countries tens of billions of dollars in lost earnings and human capital, says a new World Bank report. More than 3 million, or one-third of girls in sub-Saharan Africa, marry before their 18th birthday each year. Today, the region has the highest prevalence of child marriage in the world. Child brides are much more likely to drop out of school and complete fewer years of education than their peers who marry later. They are also more likely to have children at a young age, which affects their health as well as education and health of their children. While many African countries have achieved gender parity in primary education, the report knows that girls lag behind boys at the secondary school level. In sub-Saharan Africa, 7 out of 10 girls complete primary education, but only 4 out of 10 complete lower secondary education. On average, women who have a secondary education are more likely to work, and they earn twice as much as those with no education. Estimates of 12 countries, which account for half of the African continent's population, suggest that through its impact on girls' education, child marriage is costing these countries $63 billion in lost earnings and human capital wealth. Child marriage leads to high fertility rates and population growth. The report notes, if child marriage were ended today, lower population growth will lead to higher standard of living, especially for the poorest. The report confirms that keeping girls in school is one of the best ways to avoid child marriage. Each year of secondary education reduces the likelihood of marrying as a child before the age of 18 by 5% points or more. The report also documents the impact of child marriage and girls' education on more than 3 dozen other development outcomes. For example, child marriage leads to higher risk of intimate partner violence and lower decision making in the household. Child marriage also affects the well-being of the children of young mothers, including higher risk of mortality and stunning malnutrition for children below the age of 5. Educating girls and promoting gender equality is part of holistic effort of the World Bank, which includes financing and analytical work to keep girls in school, prevent child marriage, improve access to reproductive health services, and strengthen skills and job opportunities for adolescent girls and young women.
The question of whether this child marriage issue have declined over the years have been in the minds of most Africans today. With a report from UNICEF in 2019, our unanswered question will be made known. Stay tuned.
Child marriage is widespread across developing countries, cultures, and religions. It violates the rights of children and has widespread and long-term consequences. It is driven by gender inequality, poverty, patriarchal traditions, and the precarious socio-economic position of women, especially in rural areas. The practice continues in Middle East and Africa, even though many countries have laws banning it. Child marriages are slowly declining. Progress is most dramatic when it comes to the marriage of girls under age 15. In North Africa, the percentage of women married before under the age of 18 has dropped by half, from 34% to 13% over the past 3 decades. Nevertheless, child marriages are still prevalent in the region. The problem is rarely integrated into the international development debate and is seldom tackled by government. There have been some encouraging signs. The 3 North African countries have made headways in educating girls and improving their living condition during the past 4 decades. This has contributed to the decrease in child marriage.
Alright, we've come to the end of today's show on Nebo TV. Hope to see you guys next time. My name remains Agbaje Onome. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.